Welcome back. Hermosi just dropped one of the most interesting videos I think I've ever seen, and I'm going to show you exactly what billionaires and millionaires and trillionaires in the future are doing right now to get ahead. And this is for somebody that is starting, running, and operating a successful business already, or if you're just getting your boots on the ground, this is a terrific place to start to get a competitive edge over all of your competition, because I can guarantee you that 99% of people are not doing this. And I've already explained in a video, I'm kind of going over the processes and steps of, becoming him, which is essentially seen as like Elon, Jeff Bezos, Hermosi, Iman, Sam Ovens, whoever it might be, to essentially comparing that to you in 90 days. And we went over time delay as well as, data sacrifices. So what are our two biggest levers in business? The biggest lever that we have is time. And the only way to kind of amend and bend time is to take the non-negotiables, so the things that we have to do, and see how we can better adjust them to get more of a leverage. And in that video, we explained that our biggest opportunity cost is time. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to reduce your opportunity cost of time so that you can save around $100 million throughout the course of your lifetime, non-adjusted for inflation, by saving around 16 hours a week and never falling off the horse when it comes down to your health, fitness. So that way, once you're 50, 40, you don't have Alzheimer's and you don't remember your kids' names. You want to remember your kids' names. You want to be able to touch your toes. You want to be able to bend over, to be mobile, to run, to live a fully long and sustainable life without having to sacrifice your time spent in business to do so. And I've created all the assets for this, and we broke it down in the last video, but we're going to go over it a little bit here. I'm going to show you exactly how to create the system around all of this. So I've already put the course in school, and this is the video that I'm talking about that explains the whole process for putting these things together, but we're just going to go over the assets together. The first thing is, I'll just save this super quickly. The first thing is to set yourself up to be your own coach. Now in this asset bundle, what I do is I explain to you the process of tracking all of your workouts through this app called Training Peaks. And the reason why Training Peaks is so vital and awesome is because it directly syncs with your Garmin device or your smartwatch. So then that way, once you're programming workouts, or if you're programming runs, they automatically appear on your watch or smart device. We use it for all of our clients, obviously. And it's been an amazing tool to highlight and see people's accountability. So if they're doing their runs, if they're falling off, if they're not doing the workouts, if they're doing their workouts kind of right, etc. It just gives you a really good breakdown and overview. And in the first doc, I show you how to program and how to set up your Training Peaks account, how to connect it to your Garmin, and also how to build a specific mobility database based on what your RMT says. In here as well, we also go over heart rate zones and a ton of other nerdy, geeky stuff. And then here, I show you how you can hire your own team member. So hiring your team, booking a DEXA scan appointment, booking all of the equipment required, ordering all the Amazon list, all of our testing as well for that Figma is in here. So the testing, the Viome, the Training Peaks, again, we go over making that account. Every single step is highlighted and is explained perfectly so that you can create the system for yourself. We also go over Aura as well a little bit. And then I also go over the database. So in here, you're going to have your own OptiMobility database with thousands of little tidbits and points on mobility. So for example, if you want to do some shoulder shrugs, or if you want to do some couch stretches, etc., with video links for every single workout, depending on what your RMT says, your database will be in here. So you can just take those and put them into your Training Peaks. We have some more workout plans in here. We have fitness tests, so you can input your best times and then keep track of your progress all in one place. Your DEXA scan, you can input in here. Your Viome, once that comes in, can come in here as well. And then also there's a ton of science that we're continuously building and improving upon, but this is where you're going to find a lot of the conviction behind the equipment that you're buying, why you're buying it, as well as some science-backed articles. So if you're curious about learning more about all the equipment and where it's coming from, it's going to be in here. Then we go over the team hiring process. So I have a full SOP on how to hire a housekeeper, everything from the interview questions to finding the applicants, to screening them, to even having a contract for them to sign so that they don't run off with your shit, so that everything's legally covered under your name, a general service agreement, etc., work start. And then also the housekeeper SOP and housekeeper training. So training them on how to cook the food, what to prepare, what to order, what days to come in, how to order it, how to place things, how to organize things in your cupboards, how to organize meals, make sure that they're prepped properly and they don't look like shit and they look like this instead, etc. And we've done this for dozens upon dozens of clients. So all these systems work and they are intertwined within Optimum Mobility House, the contracts there as well. Meal plans too. So you're going to get a ton of meal plans and cookbooks in this folder, one for cutting, one for gaining weight, an entire 42-page Optimum Mobility cookbook, and then additionally, some super simple meals that your housekeeper can prepare. So you can either go for the Monday to Thursday meals, Thursday to Sunday when they come in, and then they can also kind of pick between the cut, gain, and maintain meal plans as well, whatever your goals are. And then you can pick different things out of the Optimum Mobility cookbook too. Like I said, there's like 42 pages in here. So there's a ton of snacks and healthy recipes and ideas that you can pick from. Mostly whole foods, really good nutrition for just maintaining an optimal lifestyle. So that's in here too. You have your equipment implementation checklist that we went over. So it's like, this is sent to the housekeepers. So that way they know how to implement the equipment once it arrives in Amazon. They can set it up for you. They'll set up the water filtration system. They'll set up the testing kits, the massage guns, the yoga mats, the cold plunge, the toe spacers, everything. So the housekeepers are trained to set all these things up for you. So that way you're able to sit in meetings all day while your toe spacers and your barefoot shoes arrive, and they're going to be placed with your shoes. Or you're not going to be drinking crony tap water anymore. You're going to just go to the kitchen one day and see that the housekeeper set up your water filtration system. So all of that in one place. They're trained. RMT as well. I show you how to hire a mobile RMT so that they can go to you and that you can take their insights and coordinate with them. And obviously put everyone in one group. So your housekeeper, your RMT, your chef, your trainer, just have them all in one group under your discretion. So how to organize that too. And then we go over some data reporting. So there's some data reports in here with the Viome, the Cyfox, the blood tests as well. So if you're curious as to what metrics and what indicators these tests do for you, they're all going to be in this folder. So you have some test result examples, 4 BPM, all the bloods, all the Viome, all the stuff if you're curious as to what does this test actually give me? We've included sample tests in here for you to go over and look through. And the cool thing is that, as technology gets better, we're going to have genetics embedded too. So then that way, we're going to track the specific bacteria that's in your gut, in your mouth, etc. And like I said, as technology progresses and evolves, we're going to have even more insights coming in. So these are terrific tests to do to just have, that conviction that we talked about originally in our OKR here about just staying on track. And the only way to stay on track is if you have data-driven health insights. There's going to be no more shooting in the dark. You're not going to have to guess, how many calories you're supposed to eat, or if you're going to get cancer, or if you have bad blood, or a bad heart, or bad kidneys, or bad thyroid, whatever it is, it's going to be all in one place, and you're going to have that alleviation and peace of mind to know that once you're in your later years of your life, you're not going to be degrading, you're going to be upgrading. We go over the Amazon card as well. So equipment, all the DEXA scan, all the equipment that we order for our clients on a basis, as well as recovery equipment, etc. There's also USD one if you live in the States, so that's super helpful there. And then, like we talked about, there's also another sheet for conviction and equipment. So we go about it in the mobility database, and there's also a doc. So all of this is a course that trains you how to set up these systems for yourself, so that you can become a G and save around 16 hours a week and make data-driven health decisions for the rest of your life without any sacrifices. And like I said, this is mainly for business owners doing anywhere from 20K a month plus to set up these systems, because you do need some upfront capital. However, this can be done at any budget. So if you're wondering, if I'm making 2K a month, what do I do? Well, you can disregard most of the testing initially until you're at that point where you can afford it. You can just start implementing some whole foods in your diet, or you can start implementing some proper stretches or training plans or mobility, etc. You can take action items from this and start implementing it right away in your life. On top of that, once you submit and buy into that program, you're also going to get automatic calendar block-offs, and you're going to get a call scheduled with all of our specialists as well as our team to make sure that you're set up properly and on the right track. So calendar block-offs included. And yeah, that's how you're going to become a G. On top of that as well, we're also working on the community aspect. So you're going to have access to a ton of high-level guys as you build these systems for yourself, etc. So super excited to get that all set up. Just a reminder, this is on School. And also, while we're here on School, we also have the Peak Performance Blueprint, which is kind of like a I don't want to say a simplified version, a step-by-step to kind of understanding the basics of optimization and how to apply them immediately. And then max stability is like the system. So how to build the systems around peak performance. And then we have the basics as well. So if you're wondering, like, how are we able to make such guarantees and get such crazy results for our clients and for ourselves as well, every single aspect is explained in here, from peak performance, wearables, tech, training plans, heart rate, stomach health, better night's rest, yoga, meditation, habits. There's literally thousands of things in here that explain and give validity to a lot of the things that we're implementing and doing. So this is free, and Peak Performance Blueprint is also free. So check those out as well. And yeah, hope you enjoy. All the best.